was something else. They went 8-3, losing to the only number 7 Florida State Seminoles, number 6 Florida Gators, and the number 5 Miami Hurricanes by a total of 13 points. I've been told it was arguably the greatest pound-for-pound Pirate football team ever. I'm seeing a lot of heads.
You know, taking a statement from Coach Godwin, you just roll it back another 9 years, and the main thing was, Coach Henry said, you got to check your ego at the door. There's no one who is better than the team. It is always team before self. The major things that we had going for us, we were tough. We out-practiced our opponents. 4 days, they couldn't get our laundry washed and dried enough. The game against North Carolina State University that year was the largest crowd up to that date to witness a football game, college football game in the state of North Carolina. Wow. We won that game, and my father jumped over the hedges and went out in the field and celebrated with the rest of us. But I also will say, one of the things that warmed my heart, even on those Florida games that we lost, we flew in and out of Kinston on Piedmont Airlines, and there was always a huge crowd of East Carolina fans there to welcome us back. Even though, I'm not going to say we lose, we might not have won the game.
He said, as the owner of 7 combined single game and single season and career ECU records, a 4-time letter winner who played under ECU Hall of Fame coach Rosie Thompson, and Naismith Basketball Hall of Famer Ann Donovan, finished her career ranked 7th on the school's all-time scoring list, 5th in assists, and 7th in steals. She led the team in scoring as a senior with 15.8 points per game. On December 30th, 1996, she posted single-game records with 42 points and 7 three-pointers against Hampton. Both records still stand today. Anybody else get to shoot? Is that a fair question, ladies?
I don't want to overstate it. It was 42 points.
44, sorry. 7 three-pointers. That is not easy to do anything.
Great teammates. 71 points.
You all did a good job of passing the ball.
Primarily, I have to thank them, but I also want to thank, I think anyone who's ever played serious sports would want to thank all the coaches that have spent so much time, helping us and giving up time with their family for very little compensation, to give us the opportunity to have an opportunity to potentially a better life. And that's certainly the situation that happened for me. I need to thank Rosie Thompson, who's here. She saw a very grainy VCR tape of me back when I was 17 years old. And from that grainy VCR tape, she took a chance on me. So she changed my life. So thank you very much for that. I also want to thank all of my teammates. I'm so grateful there's none of them here today. But just my teammates and all of the community at ECU. Being a foreign person that comes over here without any family, it really means something to have a community that really embraces the athletes, and I needed that as a kid. So, I'd like to thank everybody, and Carolyn, and sports innovation people, just everybody, just making me feel so good.
Give us a glimpse into your memory of your time here at ECU. Obviously, you came over as an international student athlete. What was ECU like then for you?
It was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. I didn't know what it was like to go to an American university and play sports. It's just not an opportunity to get. As a European student, we don't have college athletics in this way, so it blew my mind. I remember the first time I came to ECU and I saw the water tower with the big peaky pirate. I mean, where am I? This place is just, it's insane. Everything's purple and gold, and it's just not something that happens in Europe. So it was like a whole culture shock for me. But it was amazing. It was everything I'd ever really dreamed of.
I'd like to invite his wife Debbie and son Britt to the stage. Jeff is synonymous with ECU athletics and the Pirates. Jeff handled play-by-play duties as the voice of the Pirates on the ECU network for both Pirate football and basketball games for 35 years. Charles called some of ECU's most memorable games on the gridiron and hardwood, including 15 bowls and over 1,000 basketball contests. He also served as the play-by-play announcer for ECU baseball until the late 1990s. Jeff was a two-time North Carolina Sportscaster of the Year selection. Jeff passed away on February 10, 2023 at the age of 70. Jeff was a friend and colleague to so many, and I know that his iconic "You Can Paint It Purple" will remain an important part of ECU athletics. So let's welcome Jeff.
Doing what you're doing. And I'd be sitting out in the audience, and it's just really strange to be in here now for him, but it's lovely. And he'd be so excited when he was here. He'd really enjoy it.
About his job, and it is an honor. This is where he deserves to be, and it's great to see him.
Stage, Rod Coleman. Rod was a four-year letterman in our football program under ECU Hall of Fame coach Steve Logan. Rod helped the Pirates to win 28 wins from 1995 to 1998, including a 1995 Liberty Bowl win over Stanford. He was a two-time All-Conference USA selection. At one time, he held 6 ECU sack records and currently owns the single game sack record, single season mark, and career record with 15 takedowns. He finished his collegiate career with 250 tackles, including 24 tackles for a loss, 4 forced fumbles, and 37 quarterback hurries. He participated in the 1998 East-West Shrine Game, 1999 Senior Bowl, before being selected in the 1999 National Football League draft by the Oakland Raiders in the 5th round. Rod had a 10-year NFL career. Please join me in celebrating Rod Coleman. Yeah. Very well deserved. Do you have any snaps that you can play tomorrow? I can get you a uniform.
One play, baby. I can call a paramedics.
That one play might be the very play we need. I'll get the trainers and the medical staff ready. I'm sure that someone on the other team would point you out quickly when they saw you in the uniform. Before we get going, who would you like to thank?
Just the whole Greenville community, the Monroes that took me in, and we got that graduated high school, and so I can start my college career early. Coach Joe over there, Yeshiva, my D-line coach, who used to take his snacks, take his newspaper, like every day. So
You made Cliff Lashida look like a good football coach.
I tried. And, my teammates that are here, appreciate all of them. We keep things together, you know, the wins and the losses, but we stuck it out for each other. Just it was a brotherhood.
28 wins in your career. How would you describe your time here in Greenville?
Great. I learned what family was. Community family. And everywhere you went is a purple goal. The community took care of you, loved you like you was born. And I enjoyed my 4 years here. It was wonderful. And every time I come back, I just enjoy seeing growth for the community. And it's still a family environment.
Whether it be in a game, in the dorm room, you know, in the town, that really stands out from your time at ECU?
Well, my first year, the guys chasing around the dorm because I heard about it. I heard this one like that. Seeing hair off. That was fun. Yeah. I didn't have to pay for hair.
Well, that's awesome. Well, you certainly are well deserving. We're thankful you are back, and we're thankful that you were a Pirate. Will always be a Pirate. Please join me in celebrating. Please welcome former Pirate pitching standout Seth Manis to the stage. Seth was a four-time first-team All-Conference USA selection. He helped East Carolina to 144 wins across 4 seasons, which included 3 40-win seasons and 3 NCAA regional appearances. He was a member of the 1999 squad that earned the number 16 overall seed and hosted the first on-campus regional in program history, defeating South Carolina in the Greenville Regional Finals. As a freshman in 2008, he posted a 9-2 record and was named to a program record 5 freshman All-American teams and named Conference USA Freshman of the Year. He took home Conference USA Pitcher of the Year honors as a junior after earning 10 wins. I'm still going. I still have more things to say. He ranks first all-time at ECU with 38 wins, 334 strikeouts, 61 starts, and 411 innings pitched. Academically, he earned inclusion on 4 Conference USA Commissioners Honor Roll list and was an 8-time ECU Director of Athletics Honor Roll selection. He was selected in the 11th round of the 2011 Major League Baseball draft by the St. Louis Cardinals. He played 5 seasons in the majors. Please join me with Seth Manis.
Definitely, I got to thank Coach Godwin, Billy Godwin, taking a chance on a little 6 foot, 168 pound strike throwing right, 84, 86. I know those kind of guys get you in trouble right now, Coach. So I appreciate them taking a chance on me, and I have an awesome support staff over here with me. And my grandparents, my grandma's here, and she actually brought me. My grandpa drove me down when I got recruited by East Carolina, brought me to the tournament. We didn't quite get there on time. That seems to be a family trend, but we got here, and the rest is history. And probably the biggest support, my parents, you know, my mom and dad. And my dad taught me everything I know about baseball, and he's probably the reason I got where I was today. He taught me about work ethic and how to play the game. So, really appreciate it. Honestly, a blur. It was way too short. I tell all of them I'm coaching now, and I tell these guys they don't know how lucky they have it. 18 to 22, I go back in a heartbeat, but some of my favorite memories, living in the dorms on Jones Hall. The train would be parked there, so we had to go under the train to get the weight room in the mornings, and those kind of things stick out. Which now, from a coaching standpoint, is a pretty big liability. I love it. I'm more pleased I've graduated from here, honestly, because I have a lot of friends coming in. Green.
Coach, Seth has accepted a coaching position at UNC Greensboro. We're going to pull for you, except on certain days. What lessons from your experience here, experience in the pros, are you passing on to others?
Honestly, the biggest thing is keep it simple. The game's gotten, we try to make it way too complicated right now, in my opinion. It's very simple. If you're a pitcher, you throw 3 pitches for strikes, over the plate, hitting's hard enough, and keep it simple. It's a hard game, the hardest game in the world to play, in my opinion. Maybe next to golf sometimes, but keep it simple. Keep it simple. I just see now we're making it way too complicated. The analytics and all that dragging me in, and you boil it down, it's the simplest form.